Okay, good morning to everyone. Thank you for assisting. There should be more people joining, but let's start with the webinar, and then as they join, we will be accepting. Okay. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Alvaro Mocholi. I'm responsible for international sales for the company Grecom Technologies. And then also I'm the managing director of Grecom Technologies. And today we're going to be introducing you all the different solutions that we have for the banking sector, all the artificial intelligence solutions that we have available. Okay. Just to remind you that this webinar is going to be recorded, so we can share after the presentation. What we can do is we can share with you guys the video in case that you want to review it and everything. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the today's webinar. Okay, let me just very briefly do an introduction of our company. Grecom Technologies is a company that was founded in 2017. Our sister company, which is the one that is in charge of all the developments of all the different solutions, is Engaro, which is founded in 2005. Okay, we both is the same ownership, so is although it's the two different companies, is exactly the same. And we are a company that is specialized on developing real-time analytics, and we are very specialized on thermal imaging. That is our biggest expertise, although we also have solutions for optical spectrum cameras. But let's say that our biggest expertise will be thermal imaging. Okay. Right now we have over 30 different analytics. We export our solutions to 64 countries worldwide. Okay, and the good thing, or the most positive, or the competitive advantage, or the most positive asset that our company has is that I cover the full chain of value. Okay, we have our own R&D department, which is in charge of developing the different algorithms and solutions that later on we resell. Okay, and then also we have for the different type of customers, we also have let me just silence here. We have we can customize the solutions according to the customer needs. Okay, also we have an integration department which is responsible for integrating all our solutions with existing security system, existing cameras, recorders, and so on. Okay, and then also we have our pre-sales and after-sales department, which is responsible for installing, setting up, and fine-tuning all the different solutions. So this is one of the key advantages that we have in our company, that we just don't resell. What we do is, whenever we sell one license, we set it up, we adjust it, we calibrate the solution, and we leave it running according to the customer expectations. And until we don't achieve that goal, we don't stop. Okay, and then also we have the after-sales department, which is responsible to attend and solve any potential problems that might show up with any of our solutions. Okay. These are the different lines of solutions that we have available in right now. So we have perimeter solutions, automation and safety, marine surveillance, traffic, fire prevention and detection, healthcare, cybersecurity, face recognition, and forensic. Okay, and for the banking industry or sector, what are we going to do today is we're going to be talking about access control with face recognition, cybersecurity, to protect all the data loss, forensic analysis, so you can monitor thousands of cameras and then just can do a smart search and detect and analyze very fast all the analysis that you want to do. Okay, and then also we will present you the perimeter surveillance solutions that we have for critical infrastructures. Okay. So let's start with the data loss prevention. Okay, as you know, the banking industry or the financial industry is quite complex because of the quantity and the sensitive information that they that they hold. Okay, so they have personal information, they have financial data, trade secrets, transactions. They have like credit card numbers. They have like insurance policy numbers, and so on. Okay, so most of the problems that with the data loss, I mean, most of over half of the problems they come from internal employees. Okay, so that is the reason why we offer a solution just to monitor and to protect, to monitor the activity of all the insiders. Okay, in a way that they follow all the policies, in a way that they don't access or they don't share incorrectly information, in a way that we can prevent from data loss. Okay, so most of the data loss comes from unintentional data loss from insiders. Okay, so this is because they are not managing the processes as expected. They don't handle the information or share the data incorrectly. Okay, sometimes that they fall in from phishing attempts. Okay, so this is one of the most common problems that we have. And then also they violate, or they are not aware, or they don't follow the IT policies of the company. Okay. Also, some of the problems that we have is data stealing. You know, the banking or the financial industry, it is very competitive, and sometimes, I mean, there is a lot of let's call it unfair games between competing companies. So this is one of the biggest issues. And also some of the employees, they sometimes when they have access to some critical information, they want to make some more turnover, and they can access to that information and resell it to the competition. Okay. And then also in the banking industry, most of them, what they do is they resell some like mortgage packages or credit card packages to some third-party companies to collect the unpaid or the money that has not been collected. So sometimes they can grant access to sensitive data and applications, and then also breaches or allows them to get into the sensitive data. Okay. So how do we do? Can we protect or monitor all these? All the data. Okay, so what we propose is we have our solution, which is Reveal. Basically, this is a software that is it gets downloaded into all these systems or on all the equipment or computers that need to be monitored. Okay, and here what we do is what we can do is we protect your system and data from those who already have privileged access to or knowledge to sensitive data and system. Okay, it is a light agent, so it doesn't take that much processing requirements. Okay, and then hold on. And then also it has like an advanced content inspections, policies, and machine learning. Okay, this is not a this is a system. This is a software that, I mean, it is constantly being updated in a way that we constantly are monitoring all the activity of all the equipment or all the servers and computers that need to be monitored. Okay, and here what we do is, I mean, according as we learn more on how the company is working or how all the employees are using the systems. I mean, what we do is we are gradually increasing the level of security. Okay. So this monitoring has been certified by the UAM, which is a US certification company. Okay. So this is the National Insider Threat Task Force. So here, so what we do is we provide individual user profiles, keystroke monitoring, full application content, and a screen capture. Okay, so that means that basically what we do is whenever we detect an anomalous behavior of any of the employees, we can activate different protocols like blocking the system, doing a screen capture, or just like triggering an alarm or a message into the system in a way that they stop breaching the IT or the IT policy. Okay. Also, we have the advanced content inspection. Okay, so track file movement and on and across the system, and browsers with advanced content inspection to protect against data loss. Okay, so here what we do is regardless the employee is connected to the network, is working remotely, on is sharing machines. Okay, what we can do is we can monitor how is sharing the data. Okay, in a way that we make sure that it's not sharing critical information like credit card numbers, insurance policy numbers, social security numbers, and so on. This is automated enforcement. That means that whenever we detect that there is a breach or there is an anomalous behavior, automatically we react to the system, and then we can react in a different ways. We can block the computer, we can block the task. Also, what we can do is we can isolate the computer in a way that in case that a virus comes into it, so it doesn't get spread out throughout the rest of the network. Also, we can trigger alarms. We can send alarms to the management team that is supervising all the equipment. So we can do multiple things. I will show you later on the architecture and what all the different functionalities that we can have. Okay. Also, we have a very simple to deploy and it's a very easy, friendly use interface. In a way that what you can do is you can monitor. You can monitor with just one screenshot all the different equipment, all the different systems that you are monitoring. And then also what you can do is which one of the employees is breaching the IT policy more often, in a way that you can train that employee just to make sure that it doesn't keep doing wrong, doesn't keep breaching the IT policy. Okay. Why reveal? Okay. So this is the key advantages that the system can provide or can provide to the users. Okay, to attribute all collected data and user activity to specific users. Okay, so what we can do is we can know exactly which person has been the one that has breached the IT policy, and then also we can send that information to the different managers or to the different persons that are supervising or monitoring the activity. Okay. We can assess how different types of users activity adds to risk. So we can know exactly, I mean, imagine that we have like 100 users that are being monitored. We can know each one of them, which one of the IT policies is breaching, and then we can have kind of like a resume to see which one of them is not is breaching more oftenly the policy. Okay. Understand when to implement additional security measures, so we can know. I mean, as we learn on how the employees are using the network or using the platforms. So what we can do is we can implement different levels of security in a way that we can improve the security of the data loss. Okay, identify and mitigate more risk. So this is what will be another one of the key advantages. So improve cyber hygiene of keep data and endpoint secure regardless the location. So this is on the cloud. I mean, these systems, I mean, although you have the software downloaded into each one of into the systems, into the computers, okay, this is constantly being actualize the license. So automatically you will always have the latest version. So automatically you will be fully protected. Okay. Combine the power of machine learning and rule-based policies. Okay, so this is, I mean, this is not just action reaction. It also what it does. I mean, we have artificial intelligence involved in it, so what we can do is we can adjust the security according to whatever is happening in that moment. Okay, so detect risk and enforce behavior with actions regardless of an employee being offline or remote. Okay, so here what we say is that it doesn't necessarily has to be connected to the network. Always, as long as the user is connected to a Wi-Fi network, or is working remotely, or is working offline, Okay, we can know exactly all the activity, and then we can monitor. Okay. So strengthen the security posture or change employees' behavior via incident-based training. So what we do is, as we monitor all the systems and we detect anomalous behaviors, so what we can do is we can show samples of what they're doing wrongly, and then we can train the staff just to make sure that they are not keep doing the wrong things. Okay. Prevent malicious activities from happening by alerting on suspicious behavior. Okay, so this means that whenever we are detecting a suspicious behavior, automatically we can isolate or we can block the system in a way that it doesn't move forward, so we don't have any more problems. Okay, we can block activities such as uploading confidential files to personal drives. Okay, and then simple and secure. It's easy to deploy. It's a lightweight reveal engine. Okay, simple to use with intuitive user experience. So the dashboard or the interface is very friendly use. Okay, these are robust security controls and anti-tamper measures across the solution and reveal agent. Okay, so here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the how the architecture or how it works. Okay, so all these events we are monitoring. We are monitoring actions, alarms, applications. Whenever you are accessing to any application, we can monitor. When you access to different browsers, also we can monitor it. When you have like different connections through Bluetooth or any other system, okay, we can do DNS lockout. We can have file access. We can block it, so we can grant access to a certain level of security files to whatever person, and then we can classify the different files, with different security levels in a way that just the people that has access granted to those specific files just can access to those. Those ones that they don't have access granted, they cannot access. Also, we can monitor integrations with third-party systems. We can monitor locations, logins, printing, process starts, sensors, USB devices, and Wi-Fi networks. Okay, so we can monitor all this, and then whenever we find any of these anomalous behaviors, what we can do is we can take a screenshot, we can log the procedure, we can isolate the system, we can block the equipment, the server or the computer, we can display a message, and we can reboot to, for example, to the company to the manager that is supervising or monitoring the system. Okay, this is a system that has been, for example, the US Cyber Command winner. This is a contest that was done in the US. There were 10 companies. There were 10 companies involved on this contest. There were 10 issues that each one of the companies they have to perform, they have to monitor. And Reveal, which is the software that we're talking about, was winner of 7 of them. Okay, so became the winner of this of this contest. Okay, including including the best overall performance. Okay, it's also certified by JITC. Okay, this is a certification with the Defense Information System Agency, also in the US. Okay, this is a NITF compliant also, so it's means the key user activity monitoring. Okay, requirements, and also was the Cybersecurity Awards winner of 2021. Okay, so once we finish with all this cybersecurity, in case that you have any questions, you can activate your microphone, or you can use your chat in case that you want to ask me any questions before we move on to the next solution that we have available. Otherwise, we can do it at the end. At the end, we're gonna have a question time. Okay. Okay, so the next solution that we're going to be working about is the access control through face recognition. Okay, We have here a very unique solution, which is very competitive. Okay, we can guarantee a 99.87% efficiency on wild faces without face masks, and 98.5%, okay, if accuracy with face masks, with people wearing face masks. Okay, this is a very flexible system. It can work on premise, it can work on the cloud, or it can work hybrid. Follows all the privacy policies, so we follow with the AES 256 policy, also the HTTPS procedure. And then also this very fast detection. We will detect in less than 100 milliseconds. Okay, and also from the processing point of view, is one of the lowest processing requirements. Is you use like about 20% less than the competition. Okay, this is a test, the conclusion of a test that we did with the NIST, with the National Institute of Standards Technology. And as you can see here on the top corner, top right corner, that is where the solution that we are proposing is has been located. So that means that is one of the most accurate solutions available on the market. I will say it will be on the top 5 solutions worldwide. And then there is one of the faster detection solutions, okay, and it's also one of the lowest processing requirements needed. Okay, so as you can see, here will be the on the bottom left will be the ones that need. There are the slowest and the more requirements needed for processing. On the top right corner, the fastest, okay, and the smallest requirements. Okay. So what can we offer for the banking industry? From the monitoring point of view, what we can do is we can do mass detection, social distances, audience management, congestion prediction, counting people, activity monitoring. We can do queue management times. Okay, and then from the face recognition, we can have access control, VIP recognition, subscription and activation of new customers or new suppliers. Well, in this case, it will be new customers. Okay, we can do recognition of suspects. Okay, and then we can do also liveness and anti-spoofing notification. I will show you a video later on. So basically here, what we can do is we can identify people when they're trying to spoof, I mean, the identity of one person with a fake image. Okay, and then from the demographics, we can do analysis of gender, age, and then a facial expression. If he's smiling, if he's sad, okay, if he's angry. Also, we can have heat maps, so we can know how people are moving inside their offices, dwell time, how much time they spend inside the office on average. Occupation panel, so we can know exactly how many people is inside, how many more people come into the office. And then also we can do a demographic analysis of that people that is inside, okay? And then also we can identify age of risk group in context of the COVID-19. So for example, the age risk group would be people over 65 years old. So whenever we are monitoring all the people that is entering into the office, we can know exactly what percentage of that people range of age is inside the office. Okay. So here I'm going to show you a video on how the anti-spoofing works. Okay, I took the sound off so I can explain you here. So here, basically, whenever the system detects that is a real face or a live face, automatically you will see that is a green heart coming up on top of the face. That means that is a real face. Okay. Whenever you come out with a picture face, then automatically you have like a red heart, meaning that is a fake face, so it will not grant the access. So also it will detect, images on smartphones or tablets, on even videos. Okay. So it will not grant access to either one. And then we have the double authentication. So that means that what you can do is you can verify the identity of the face with the badge. Okay, so in case that doesn't match, it will not grant access. Okay. So this will be the access control and the face recognition. Any questions on this? And then, okay, so let's move to the platforms, to the security platform. This is a very unique system. Okay. Okay, so this is what we call it the Aware. Okay, this is a VMS with artificial intelligence. Okay, so that means what is artificial intelligence on a VMS or on a video monitoring system means. That means that whenever we are recording the images, we are classifying all the images. For example, we're classifying if it's a male or if it's a female, if it's wearing glasses, if it's not wearing glasses. We can also classify the face, so we can identify by face if he's wearing a bag, if he's wearing the color of the clothing, and the type of clothing, the type of subject, or the type of object. So we classify all that information in a way that whenever we want to do a forensic search, automatically what we do is we have kind of like a search filter, and then we can do a smart searching throughout hundreds or thousands of cameras in just seconds. Okay. So this will be one of the reasons. I mean, where is a key advantage. That is one of the key advantages that we can offer to our clients. Okay. And then power your operations to investigate smarter and faster. This is what we say before. So what we can do is even you can upload a face of one suspicious person, and then automatically the system will be searching through all the cameras that are connected to the security system, and it will identify that face throughout all the cameras. It's just a matter of minutes or seconds. Okay. Okay. Then you can do is you can enhance your operational behaviors, gain occupancy awareness in property management and customer behavior analytics in retail and public venues to improve the customer experience. So that means what we can do is we can count the people based on how many people. We can activate, for example, air conditioning, heaters, lights, in a way that we can make smarter the building. Okay. And then also what we can do is we can know exactly how many people is inside the premises, so we can allow more people in or just block the access in a way that there is not too much gathering of people inside the premise. Okay. Then the system can work on premise or it can work on the cloud. So always goes on the cloud. So you can keep the system always protected from cyber attacks, because you are constantly being, the license is being, how do you call it? Sorry. The license gets renewed with the latest version, so you always are protected with the latest version of the license. Okay, so you have automatic updates of the software from the cloud, end-to-end encrypted data and metadata, and secure remote access from anywhere in the world. Okay, the good thing about this solution is also that you can access through smartphones, tablets, or any device. I mean, you can download the application from App Store, or you can also from Google. You can download the application in a way that you can access to the system from any part in the world. Okay, it is very fast and very easy to install it. I mean, there's two different ways. You can work with our cameras, or you can work with third-party cameras. Okay, so here I'm gonna show you how will be the architecture. The good thing is when you use our cameras, the cameras include the analytics are embedded into the camera, and also the recording is embedded into the camera. Okay, in a way that for the recording you don't use the internet stream, okay, or the bandwidth, just to upload all the information into the or to record all the information into the cloud. So all the video stream is being recorded locally into the camera. You can have 30, 60, 90, and 120 days recording, okay? And then whenever you want to access to the recording, you just like undo it through the cloud, and then you go access to the recording, and then you just use the bandwidth whenever you want to access to any of the recordings. In case that you have existing cameras, you have third-party cameras, it can also work. The only thing is that you will need to have what we call it the cloud connector, which it will be a server where you have the analytics and also the recording hard drives. So all that information will be recorded into the server, and in order to access, you will need to do it through the cloud. Okay, so you have web and app access from anywhere in the world. Okay, and then you have real-time notifications and everything. Okay, and it's also an open platform. So imagine that you have an existing VMS or an existing recording system. What we can do is we can integrate it with that system and then send all the information to that existing system. Okay, this is has been ISO 27001 certified, okay, and it also was the Red Dot winner 2021 for the smart product. Okay, so this is a solution that is well tested and it has been working very good. Here I'm going to show you a video of how the smart search tool works.
Welcome to AvaAware. Today we're going to cover search. Search is a tool that allows us to search for specific events that may have occurred across one or multiple cameras. This allows us to search for things like the appearance of a person or a vehicle, a line cross event where a vehicle or person has crossed a specific virtual line that we've drawn, loitering events where a person or a vehicle may have been stationary for too long in one place, indicating something like an idling vehicle that may be outside of a loading dock or outside of an airport, or a person that may just be acting suspiciously in an area that they should not be. We can also alert on sound detection, and this leverages the onboard sound detection in our AvaAware cameras that can detect things like glass breaks, loud noises, smoke alarms, and many more audio models that are being added with each release. So, for example, if we were to create a line cross search, what we can do is we can choose what kind of objects we want to search for. We can stick with any or go down to a specific person. This person can be specified based on gender or based on the attire that they're wearing in the top or the lower quadrant of their body, and you can combine both colors as well, looking for people in uniforms or based on a description that was given by a third party. We can also leverage an image. If someone has captured a cell phone image of this person or vehicle, we can upload that in order to do a search based on these detections. Then we can choose where we want to do this detection. So this detection can take place, for example, on a camera in a parking lot. It could also happen inside of a building. So if we were looking for people that may have been in front of a register, we can choose one or multiple cameras and then choose the line that we want these objects to be crossing in order to qualify for the detection. We can choose the direction of travel of this object. And in the case of something like a convenience store, if we're just looking for anyone that is walking out, as this person just did in this example, we can unclick the entering direction so that we're only looking for the direction of travel out the door. And then we can choose the time period that we're searching for. This can be anywhere from specific minutes down to a block of time that may be days or hours. And in our case, when we're just looking for the last 30 minutes worth of search, we're presented with all of the events that correspond to our search criteria. So in our case, we're looking for people that are exiting, And if I highlight over that video, we're going to see the people that are exiting. I can click into this video to see it in greater detail. This will allow me to see not only the event that occurred, but the object within our floor plan as that user exits this building. I can then click to act on that activity. But we can also see in our parking lot as a person was crossing that virtual line that we created. So this allows us to very quickly get to the events that matter to us and then act on them. These different video clips that we have captured here can then be exported. So we can take the relevant information by clicking the plus, and we can choose to share or save. So we can export this as an MP4. We can share this as a publicly accessible link. We can bookmark it so that these video clips do not get deleted by typical retention. And of course, we can also do similarity searches if we want to look for people that are similar to the objects that have been detected in these environments. Now, you're also presented with the ability to create a rule. We have a whole nother section dedicated to creating rules based off of searches as well as other parameters. I implore you to check that out.
Okay, so this will be the security platform, okay? And then we have one more solution, which is the perimeter lockout, and this will be for critical infrastructures like data buildings or critical infrastructures that the financial system might have to protect all the perimeter. So here what we do is we have like a solution which has artificial intelligence. And then what the good thing about it is that you can auto-classify persons and vehicles, okay, and you can discriminate animals, vegetation, light changes, shadows, or raindrops, okay. Has multiple detection lines like intrusion, line crossing, prowling, and abandoned object, okay. And then it is compatible with all the IP cameras, and right now it's integrated with Milestone, although we will soon be implementing this solution with different VMSs shortly. Okay, here I'm going to show you a video on how this solution works. Okay, so here, for example, you can see that there is one person with a dog. Okay, the person is being detected, but the animal is not. Also, you can see that the is categorizing or is detecting and identifying all the people that is being detected by the camera. Success cases from the defense industry. We installed this system with the FBI. Okay, the security platform was installed on the FBI. Okay, and then also on the NATO headquarters we have the access control installed, and then on the Rota military base, which is U.S. Spanish military base on the south of Spain. We'll do all the perimeter surveillance of the port, airport, and all the army area, and then also we protect all the military bases of the Spanish Navy, Air Force, and Army. Okay, on the oil and gas, we work with companies such as Saudi Aramco, Repsol, and Cepsa. Okay, and then critical infrastructures, we have done, for example, Madrid International Airport, Valencia Port, which is the largest container traffic port in the Mediterranean. So we have the nuclear plant, the Al Wahba Palace, which is the Emir of Qatar Palace. Okay, on the telecommunications, we work with companies such as AT&T, Etisalat, Hitachi, Portugal Telecom, and Spanish Telefonica or Facebook. And then on the banking, which is what is more important, we work with Santander, which is the fifth largest bank in the world, CaixaBank, which will be on the top 10 also. Okay, Samba, which is a Saudi bank, we have worked with these banks. Okay, so this will be pretty much the presentation. Okay, right now is the time for questions. So you can activate your microphones, or you can use your chat in case that you want to use in case that you want to have any questions. Here you have my contact details. You have my mobile telephone number and also my email address in case that you want to reach me. And then, as I said at the beginning, the pricing of the license includes the setup, configuration, and fine-tuning. So this is a turnkey solution. So until the solution is not working as expected, we will not stop working. So any questions, please feel free to ask. Also, in case that you want to request a demo, you can request a demo of any of our solutions, okay? And then it's free of charge. And we have two ways of doing demos. You can do it on real site. So that we will download a demo license into a computer on site, and then we will do the analysis on a real case, okay? We can do a proof of concept, let's call it, or we can run the analytics or do a demo over our library of videos. It's up to you. So any questions? Okay, well, in that case, I mean, I leave here my contact details. In case you want to get in touch with us, please feel free to contact. And then, okay, thank you very much for attending to today's webinar. Let's keep in touch, okay? And thank you for your patience, okay? Bye-bye.